Right then guys, sorry about the amount of time between uploads, I have been mega busy. I've decided to do a few videos on camp plan locations and what you actually get from the plans, because when you're looking at them in the vendors, you can't see what you're getting. In this one, all these plans are from the Whitesprings. I'll try to mention the price of every single plan that I can remember. I'll also try and give you the reduced price, you know, if you've got hard bargain maxed out. Right, so these are all the light plans you can buy from Pendleton inside the Whitesprings Resort. The first set is the Antique Whites. They go for 360 caps, 294 with hard bargain maxed out. The second set is the Resort Lamps. They're 1200 caps, drop down to 980 with hard bargain maxed out. The third and final set is the Elegant Light Set. 240 full price, 196 with hard bargain maxed out. Let's carry on. So these are the tables you get from the Antique Tables plans. 360 caps, full price, 294 with hard bargain maxed out. You can also get these from Vendorbot Bob, who's in Flatwoods, and Vendorbot Mac, who's in Charleston. I think you can get them from the other responder bots as well, but I could be wrong. So these are the antique wooden chairs. Again, 240 max price, 196 reduced. You can also get them from Vendorbot Bob, Vendorbot Mac, and I think the rest of the responder bots. Again, not too sure on that one. Right, so here's a few items that you can stick on your wall. We've got the gilded wall clock, 1200 full price, 980 reduced. We have the elegant wall clock, 1200 full price, 980 reduced. The resort sign. Now I'm not too sure how much this is. It's disappeared from my menu, so I couldn't tell you. I think this is 1200 as well, but I could be wrong. And last but not least, at 1200 again, 980 reduced, the resort mirror. So these are the resort couches. 1200 atoms full price, 980 reduced. A lot of money for only two pieces of furniture, but they are in good condition and it'd fit well in a clean build. Right, so these are the Whitesprings busts. Fill up a camp absolutely fantastically. 1200 caps to buy full price, 980 reduced. Again, quite expensive, but you do get a lot for what you pay. All these items from one plan is pretty damn good. The first one we've got here is the garden bench. That one comes in at 240 caps, 196 reduced. You can get the resort bench, which is this one. This is slightly more expensive. 1200 caps full price, 980 reduced. Now these two here are the simple long bench and the simple short bench. The short bench you can get from Graham as well as Pendleton. The long bench you can't. These are both 240 full price, both 196 reduced. So, no camp is complete without a decent looking bed. You don't want one of those horrible little sleeping bags on floor. So, you've got a couple of choices here from Pendleton. You've got the bunk bed, 240 caps. I think this is the simple modern bed. I'm pretty damn sure on that. I can't actually see it in my list anymore. I don't know where it's gone. You've got the fancy bed here. Very nice if you're doing some form of posh looking camp. 240 caps, 196 reduced. And the final bed plans that he sells are these two Vault-Tec beds here. Both individual plans, but they're the same thing, just different variants as you can see. 240 caps a pop, 196 reduced. We have the jukebox. This comes in at 240 caps. Now, it only plays classical, but it's something to throw in your camp. You have the dome sculpture here, 1200 caps, 980 reduced. You may recognise this from the gazebo near the Whitesprings Golf Club. Got the daisy rug, 240 caps, 196 reduced. The wooden spinning wheel, again, 240, 196 reduced. And the resort trash can. Now, again, I'd love to tell you the price, but it's just disappeared from the list. I don't know where some of these items are going. As soon as I've bought them, I can't see them in the vendor's inventory anymore. And obviously, we have the resort paintings. These are actually pretty cool if you look at them closely. For example, look at this one over here. No, bad example, maybe not that one. Let's try and find another. There we go. Look, little Mr. Andy as a golf caddy. That's a pretty cool little feature, I'm not going to lie. There's a couple like that. I think there's one there as well. Yep. And there's a Protectron taking his top hat off. I like little things in game like that. All yours for 1200 caps. So if you want a bit of greenery in your camp, but you don't want to spend money in the atomic shop, the resort planters will do you nicely. These first two, obviously, they're a little bit crap. This middle one, yeah, it's okay. But the fern at the end here, this is a pretty nice little item. I used to use this a lot before I wasted my money on bloody cacti and whatnot from the atomic robbery shop. But yeah, they're not too bad. These are the vases that you see scattered all across the Whitesprings and the surrounded area. The plan is called Resort Vases. They cost 1200 caps, but they do a really good job at filling up your camp. It's just little things like this that can make a rather empty looking camp look pretty full. All these chairs come from the Resort Cloth Chair Plan. As you can see, you get a lot. 1200 caps, it's worth it, 100%. These are just brilliant for filling your camp up. I don't know of another plan where you get as much stuff off one thing. Loads of different variations here. They're all quite clean, they've got a few marks on them. But it can make for a really nice looking camp. It fills it up really, really nicely. But they are, you know, they are quite garish, some of them. That is a pretty brave pattern. Not to be confused with the resort cloth chairs. These are the resort chairs. You only get these two, but they are expensive. 1200 caps. There is a table that matches in with this chair nicely. I can't remember the name of it, but it makes for a nice patio set. This is a little bit confusing. There's two plans sold by Pendleton called Elegant Tables. The cheaper of the two are these, which are literally just tables. They do fill a camp up nicely, and it goes with that posh kind of theme. I don't reckon they'd fit in a modern house, but yeah, if you're building a posh kind of mansion, these would fit in nicely. The more expensive plan of the two is these. Now, as you can see, they're not actually elegant tables. I mean, sure, you've got two tables here, but these two are more like chest of drawers. They're not tables at all. They do function as stash boxes though, which is a nice feature, as you can see. Very, very nice. These tables are included in the resort table plan. 1200 caps. I think they're just a reskin of the elegant tables over there, but with like an added item, which is this bloody, I don't even know what it is, fancy shelf, I'm a posh bastard kind of thing. I don't know, I'm not a technical kind of guy. But yeah, that's the resort table plan right there. Pendleton also sells this stash box. The plan name is Barreau. Beirut? I don't know, it's a French word. But yeah, you know what I mean. You'll know what it is when you see the plan. 840 caps, I do believe this is. And the final plans that Pendleton sells are these statues. Now, they're all made out of copper, and they do use a lot of copper to make. I say all of them, I'm only showing two here, there is another one. Now, as well as being sold by Pendleton, they can be found in locked safes. I didn't have enough copper to build the fountain, but I'll get it up for you here now. Nope, that's the wrong button. Let's have a look in here. So it's under floor decoration, I do believe, and let's go down and find it. It is somewhere around here. Whereabouts are you? Here we go. That is the stone fountain. I think it's the one that everybody makes merry-go-rounds off.